It's JC at Motorcycle Superstore with Shoei's Neotec Modular Helmet. Now this basically started the Sun Shield family for Shoei. They've since enlarged that family. You've got the full face GT Air, which is a little more aggressive on the styling, and you've got a 3/4 system on the J Cruise. Now primarily what you're going to find in terms of the differences is the rear exhaust vent on the exterior. Aside from styling stuff, you've got a different exhaust vent. Here, a bigger tab, easier to get a hold of. The smaller tab on the Neotec, and then the J Cruise uses this dual system. Each of these helmets has their own video, so if you're more interested in those particular styles, check them out. Aside from the little bit more aggressive cut in the shell, the technology on these things is pretty much the same, and it makes total sense that Shoei would introduce the sun visor first with the Neotec. It's the modular version, which means it's a really good touring helmet. So when you have the sun visor that can drop down, that's going to just add that much more touring credibility. It's a very smoothly activated system. It uses steel cable on the interior. It's very low profile on the side. You can use a finger and a thumb to get a hold of it, and you can use that when you need it, get rid of it when you don't. So it takes care of the need to carry sunglasses. Also, you don't have to change out your visors as much, or your shields anyways. Now something that, because of the sun shield, you'll notice there has this small detent, or this raised portion rather, on the front of the helmet. This is to make room for that visor to slip up inside. The helmet shell itself is the AIM system, Advanced Integrated Matrix. It's a multi-layer construction. A lot of thought and development has gone into this helmet. What you get is some vent systems that are all adjustable. So on top, really easy to get a hold of with gloves or without. You can adjust this and really control the air coming in. This back vent as well as adjustable, so you can control just how much is coming out. The chin bar is a little bit smaller and less noticeable, but if you press on it, there's a small vent there. This doesn't have any type of a tab system, just pressure on the front will pop it open or close. You can see below that, it's a single finger mechanism in terms of getting the helmet to lift up. So what I like about this system, it locks into place really securely. It's not going to come down unless you want it to. The hardware under this, the mechanism that makes it work, is all stainless steel. Now this is their 360-degree pivot locking system. So basically, when you click this down into place, it's going to encapsulate or close around the locking pin 360 degrees. So it's very secure. That thing is not going to go anywhere. It's going to stay down when you want it to be down. It's going to stay up when you want it to be up. Now, as far as the shield, this is their CNS1 shield. It's a little bit better in terms of visibility and peripheral vision from some older models that Shoei had, but it's also anti-scratch, anti-fog, and it's going to allow for a pin lock system if you want to really upgrade to some super anti-fog qualities. UV resistant as well, so it's going to last a long time. You don't have to swap them out for a smoked version because it has the drop-down sun shield, but if you want to, that's an option you can look at. Now, getting these things swapped out is very simple. It uses a spring-loaded mechanism on the side. Press that down, and it pops right out. So as far as getting it back into place, just line up some small tabs, and it's up and running. Now, the detents are very noticeable, which is nice when you're out on the road. You can tell how high you've got your shield lifted up. The final position, when you close it down, it actually sucks the shield back into the helmet. So it creates a tension system, and it's going to be really tight against the double ridge rubber seal around the eye port. That's going to allow you for really secure fit. So it's not going to let water or wind to get inside for that ultra quiet and comfortable ride. Also, one other thing about the shield, the thumb tab here has been moved towards the front. This is part of the CNS1 design, and that allows for it to be a little quieter at speeds. You're not going to get a whistling effect when that's located on the side. So Shoei's really put their thoughts into this, done their homework. They spent tons of time in the wind tunnel. So this thing is going to be very aerodynamic and very quiet. On the interior of the helmet, this is a little bit different as well. You've got removable cheek pads. Everything can be washed if you need to get it out, freshen it up. But the material is actually a little bit different than the GTR and J Cruise. A little softer, actually, I think. Now you've got these nice chin skirts here, or excuse me, the neck curtains rather, and this is going to keep it quiet, tight fit against your neck so that you're not getting air up inside of your helmet. Once you yank the top liner out, this is where you see the biggest difference. It's a 3D style liner built from lots of different components, very high-tech piece, but on the inside, it doesn't have that really aggressive open-celled mesh on the top. So you're not going to have actually quite as rough of a finish. It's much softer, and so that might be a little bit more comfortable to people depending on your personal taste. But as far as venting goes, lots of vent holes cut in to work with the channels in the dual density EPS liner. You can see that inside. Big, deep ridges. So this is really going to promote the airflow across the head. One other thing that they've really done as a nice feature, these are removable earpieces. So there's a detent on the inside, a cutout for your speaker your comm system. If you don't want to use it, put these back inside, fill that up, and make it a quieter ride. It does use a standard D-ring setup with a padded strap system, so it's going to be comfortable. Take a look at motorcyclesuperstore.com. You'll see all of the colors there, get more information on the Neotec, and check out the reviews. There's dozens of reviews from users, and it's virtually 5 out of 5 stars. People love this thing. So check out all the different Superstore videos as well on YouTube by subscribing there. I'm JC, thanks for watching.